This is the Why Me podcast with Tarray, deaver. Let's go.
Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Why Me podcast with Tarray, deaver. I am elated that you joined me for another step in the journey of you. Today we're talking about relationships. This podcast is entitled, Who's With You? Relationships matter. We were built with a need for relationships. Now, I know some of us are strong, we're confident, we feel as though we can do it all on our own. And I'm not here to squash your confidence in yourself, but we all need somebody. I think that the reason why some people choose to be isolated, some people choose to consider themselves as introverts, may be because they were hurt in a past relationship, disappointed, mistreated by someone else. And it becomes easier, they think, to do it alone versus opening themselves up to the risk of relationships. Let's be honest. There is a level of vulnerability that exists in every relationship. When I allow someone to become close to me, I am taking a chance that that person is going to treat me well, that that person is not going to take my secrets and expose them or make a mockery of me. We all need somebody. And so the purpose of this podcast, Who's With You, is not to necessarily convince you of the need for relationships, but it is to help you to recognize the right people that should take the journey with you. There was a social experiment that was done many years ago with two babies, and they were both given the necessary health needs as far as food, water, or milk, and to, be changed and clean. However, one of them was given the relational component of being held, being talked to, being caressed, and given that expression of love, where the other baby was denied. It was noted that after a period of time, that even though both babies received the same amount of food, the same amount of milk, the same amount of health necessities that they both received, that the one that was held, the one that was touched, grew stronger and developed a lot faster. Why? Because we all have an innate need for relationships. Knowing you provides the relationship intelligence. Now, I borrowed this term from Dr. Darius Daniels, who wrote the book Relational Intelligence, which is a great read if you need a book suggestion. But knowing you provides the relationship intelligence needed to determine which people you give access to you. You need somebody. I know you're strong. I know you're wise. I know that you have gone through a lot in your life. But the right people have a way of expediting us into our future. We all need somebody. But the question is, do we have the proper intelligence to determine who we give access to us? And then, even though we give access to us to, give access of ourselves to other people, we have to remember that everyone doesn't deserve the same level of access to your life. Let me say that again. There may be people that love you. There may be people that cheer you on, that want to be near you. But everyone does not deserve the same level of access to your life. This is where intelligence comes in. The intelligence of how much of myself I give to one person, how I give myself to one person, how much of another person I allow into my life, how much of another person do I adopt and do I receive of them. But the basis of it is knowing yourself. When you understand who you are, that is the foundation of understanding the type of person that you need in your life, the type of person that you need to restrict from your life. So let me give you some criteria that will help provide more intelligence to your determination in terms of relationships. Number one, the criteria that you need is to know your strengths and weaknesses. Where are you strong? Where do you struggle? What are the areas that you say, you know what? I got this part on lock. I need no help, no assistance in this area. However, there's another area that I struggle. There's another area that, if I'm be honest, I can do it, but I just choose not to. I would rather not do it. I would rather focus my time and my attention and my energy in these areas of my strengths. Knowing your strengths and weaknesses will help you to find people and surround yourself with people that are strong in the areas where you are weak. This is so necessary for people, especially in leadership positions. You don't need people that are strong in the same areas where you're strong, because then their position or yours becomes redundant. But you need people that are strong in the areas where you are weak, because together as a team, you are able to accomplish more. Also, criteria number 2, does this person validate a strength or build a weakness? What do I mean? Does the person that is a part of your life, a part of your inner circle, do they validate the areas that you're strong in, or do they build on your weaknesses? Do they highlight your weaknesses? We all have certain people in our lives that cheer us on, and other people, if we be honest, that always want to tell us about where we struggle and where we fail. We may call that person a hater. We may call that person a Judas, because it seems like every time you fall, there they are. Every time you mess up, they always got something to say. They are the type of people that want to keep you trapped and bound in the failures of your past, oftentimes because of their own insecurities. But you've got to be able to recognize what a person does in your life, the way, the perspective that they see you. Do they encourage you, or do they just highlight areas where you have fallen? Now, don't get me wrong. We need a balance of both. But we got to be very careful that one person is not imbalanced in one area, because if a person is imbalanced in validating their strength, then that person becomes a yes man. We don't need those. We do not need people just to pat us on the back every time we do something successful. Now, don't take that to mean that we do not need to be approved or accepted or appreciated. We all need to be appreciated. However, if all that person does is just celebrate everything that we do, and they only say the things that we think we want to hear, then ultimately that person is going to exhaust themselves, and their usefulness will be expired, because when I really need someone to tell me no, then that person's true intentions will be exposed. On the flip side of that, I don't need someone that's always critical, that's always talking down to me, or always telling me and reminding me of my faults and my failures. I need someone that will tell me the truth, but someone that does not seek to define me or try to make me feel low because of a past failure. Number 3, does this person have a vested interest in my future? In other words, do they want to see me win? If someone is in my life for the long term, then they will give me what I need, whether it is encouragement to pick me up from a failure, whether it is validation and a strength, whether it is holding me accountable and helping me to create a boundary where I've fallen to help me get to my future. At the end of the day, I need both. I need the people that will hold me accountable, people that will encourage me to get up, people that will cheer me on, all in the efforts of meeting my expected end. And if I have a person in my life that has a vested interest in my future, then that person won't leave me when I make a mistake, when I say something wrong, when I fall. This person will not just be with me in the good times, but abandon me when it's bad. Number 4, does this person need to receive from you? Does this person need to pour into you? Or does this person reciprocate to you? Now, criteria number 4 deals with the type of access or the level of access that you give a person in your life. For instance, we all need people that look up to us, people that look us in the eye, and people that we look up to. The person that needs to receive from you is the person that looks up to you. This is a person that will see you as a mentor. Now, we all have people in our ambit. We all have people that we should be influencing, that we should be speaking into their lives. Now, we may not recognize that person. That person may not have come forward and say, hey, I'm looking at you. You encourage me, you inspire me, and I appreciate the life that you're living. They may not say that, but recognize that all 3 types of people are around you. All 3 types of people have their eye on you. But you have got to have the intelligence to recognize these people. The person that is a mentee to you because they look up to you, this person needs to receive from you. You've got to keep in mind that this person is not going to reciprocate. This person is not going to give to you at an equal level that you are giving to them. This is important because if you recognize that, then that's going to help you to set the expectation for that relationship. You know that this person is not going to be a source of strength to you or a source of encouragement to you, but this is a person that you are a source of encouragement to them. This is a person that you pour into them. You are strengthening them. You are their motivation to help them be better, to help them in the journey of them. Second person is this a person that pours into you? This is the person that you look up to, the person that you see as your mentor, someone that you admire. This is a person that, again, they may not have the same expectation of you to expect you to pour into them. So keep in mind that they may not ask you for your opinion. They may not ask you for your wisdom on certain things. These are the type of people that when you are in their space, you need to be quiet. These are the type of people that when you are around, you should be asking more questions than you're making statements. Why? Because these are the people that are designed to pour into you. These are the people that are further along than you are. These are the people that know more than you know and that should be pouring into your life, that you have given permission to speak into your life. Now, warning, Will Robinson. If you do not have this person in your life, you are going to be limited. If you are the smartest person in your group, then your group is the wrong group for you. It's too small. You have got to get into a group. You have got to have people above you, smarter than you, that have gone further than you, that have made more money than you. Because these are the people that will motivate you to keep going. These are the people that will encourage you when you feel like you have arrived, to help you to recognize that there's more to be accomplished. There's a greater level that you can reach. These are the people that when you feel like you want to relax because other people around you are impressed by you, these are the people that help you to realize that there's another gear and that there's more for you to do. I have these people in my life that every time I'm around these people, it encourages me to go study. It encourages me to go pray. They encourage me to keep pressing and to check this, not be impressed with myself. Because if you only have people that look up to you in your life, then there's a danger that you will be impressed with yourself. You'll drink your own Kool-Aid and ultimately you'll stop growing. Person number 3 is the person that reciprocates to you. These are the people that pour into you, but you also pour into them. So the first person is the person that you pour into, the person that needs to receive from you. These are the people that look up to you, your mentees. They look at you as a mentor. You pour into them. The second type are the people that you would consider your mentors. they pour into you. You look up to them. In both of those situations, it is not reciprocal. I need you to really guard your expectations there. The people that you pour into are not there to strengthen you. The people that pour into you as a mentor, they are not there to be strengthened by you. But there's a third group that are your peer group. These are the people that you pour into each other. These are the people that you look eyeball to eyeball. They are on the same level. They're walking the same path as you. They're on the same journey. These are the people that will hold you accountable. These are the people that say, hey, don't stop. Let's go. Let's push each other. Let's walk together. Let's walk this thing out. These are the people that you will gain strength from one another in your journey. These are the people that will encourage you and that will allow you to encourage them. You need all three types of people. Understanding these criteria of people in your life and around your life will help you to gain the intelligence necessary to form the right relationships. Did you hear that? Right relationships. Because there is a wrong relationship. When you give the people that are your mentees the strength to or the permission to pour into you, do not be deceived when you find yourself lacking. Because they won't have enough to pour into you for where you are and where you're going. And it's not their fault. That's the position that they're in. At the same time, do not be discouraged if you don't have the voice and not given permission to speak into the lives of your mentors, because they are so far ahead of you, know so much more than you, that they are not impressed by you. You are not necessarily adding to their life. What you add to their life is when you are able to take the principles, the examples that they live by, and they see it walked out in your life. When you don't know you, when you're not aware of you, your strengths and your weaknesses, then you will invariably give everyone access to you. You'll give permission to people that do not deserve it. You'll give permission to people that really hate on you and then wonder why you're depressed and wonder why you're feeling low. It's because you've allowed people in your life that really do not have a vested interest in your future. And so you're giving access and space and attention to people to speak into you that are draining your energy instead of people that should be pouring into you to increase your energy. The people you give permission to speak into your life, you surrender authority to shape your existence. Let me say that one more time because I thought that was real good. The people you give permission to speak into your life, what you're doing is you are surrendering or you are giving that person the authority to shape who you are. And you got to be very careful who you give permission. Everyone does not deserve the right to speak into your life. Everyone. Now, this may be hard because some of the people that are speaking into your life that you need to cut out are loved ones. They may have the same last name. They may have the same DNA running through their veins. But if they do not have a vested interest in your future, they may not be the right people to speak into your life. Some people, you need to say, thank you, Uncle Johnny. I appreciate you, Aunt Susie, but keep it pushing. Because you appreciate them, you respect them for who they are. They may be family, but I've had to recognize that these people are not designed to walk with me and to carry me and to push me into my future. Not to go too deep into the Bible, but Jesus had great respect for his mother. But there was a time when he was teaching that his disciples said, Jesus, your mother and your brothers are here. He said, who is my mother and who are my brothers? But those that are obeying me, my disciples, those that are walking with me. It was not meant to be disrespectful, but to realize that there are certain things that I'm doing. There's a certain path that I'm on for my future that I cannot allow anyone to deter me. I could not allow anyone, they may have the same last name as you, but that does not give them the right to crush your dreams. That does not give them the right to devalue who you are, and more importantly, who you seek to become. So as we close out this podcast, I want to leave with you our declaration and our word for the day. Again, I highly submit to you the book by Dr. Darius Daniels, Relationship Intelligence. It is a great read. And the declaration that I'm going to give you comes from that book, a quote from that book. He says, alignment is essential. Alignment is essential. If you are going to become the best version of who you are, and if you're going to be there in a timely manner, if you're going to expedite that, then alignment to the right people is essential. Having the right people on your team is paramount for you being successful in this journey. Even as I'm speaking, I think that some of you may have names coming in your minds of people that are in your life that are dead weight, that are riding your coattails, and other people that you realize they genuinely appreciate you. Those are the people in your life that you need to honor. Don't take too much time on the people and giving attention to the people that mean you no good. Ignore those people. They don't deserve your energy. But take the time to appreciate the people that are pushing you, that are pouring into you, that are holding you accountable, and that even see you as valuable enough to pour into them. Your word of the day is inextricably. 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 It means unable to be separated or disentangled. I thought that was funny because we all remember, most of us remember, I should say, the red table discussion between Will and Jada about their entanglement that they had in their marriage. And they introduced this word to the culture, entanglement. But inextricably means unable to be separated or unable to be disentangled. Relationships are important, but you don't want to become inextricably connected to the wrong people. Take the time to evaluate yourself and also evaluate your relationships. Do you have the right people with you? Do you have the right people on your team? Some people may have expired their usefulness for your journey. That's okay. There's going to be people that are necessary for where you are right now, but also where you're going. It's my prayer and my desire for you that you do not waste time around the wrong crowd, but that you find the people that will push you and hold you accountable to the version of you that you desire to be. I'm so glad that you decided to stay with me and to check out my podcast. This is such a tremendous journey, and I'm excited that you decided to join with me on this journey of you. Join me next time for episode 6 of the Why Me podcast with Tarray deaver. You can find me on Podbean and Spotify. If you have not downloaded, make sure you download, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you for listening to the Why Me podcast with Tarray deaver. Make sure to subscribe, download, and share. Let him know what you think in the comments and connect with him on IG at Tarray deaver.